Hey guys, and happy Monday, happy Labor Day Monday. Today we're going to do the second video on water retention, but as you can tell, I'm not in the office, in the corner of my office. I'm actually here with, have you met my husband, Kevin? Hi! Here with Kevin, and we're here with the kidlets. Mindy, oh! You've probably met Mindy before. And can you see this? We are driving to, kind of pretty, we're driving to Sun Valley. So we've got probably another hour to go, so why not do a video? So the last video we did on water retention, we talked about sodium and potassium and water being held by potassium inside the cell, sodium outside the cell. And we talked about ADH, antidiuretic hormone. Today we're going to talk about aldosterone. So aldosterone is another hormone. It's actually one of the stress hormones. You know, we have cortisol, epinephrine, which is also called adrenaline, for those of you in the UK. And we have aldosterone is another stress hormone. It's a very, very fast-acting hormone and can be triggered very rapidly. So when we're talking about stress, what are we talking about? The big one that we see all the time is lack of sleep, and but also, you know, injury, restriction, you know, overtraining, anxiety, excitement. You know, stress isn't always bad. It can be good. It can be ambition, drive, you know, excitement, anticipation, but it can also be bad. Again, restriction. Overtraining, injury, surgery, all these things can be, and again, the big one is lack of sleep. So aldosterone is a stress hormone, and what it does, whereas ADH, antidiuretic hormone, can be triggered by dehydration in the body. So aldosterone is triggered by stress, and what it does, it has the body reabsorb sodium. So water and sodium go hand in hand. So if you're reabsorbing sodium, water is following that sodium, and you're reabsorbing water, and you are just swelling and swelling. And you'll know that because you won't be peeing much, and or the pee that you have, again, will be very concentrated. It'll be very dark orange. So reabsorbing sodium, water's following sodium, and you're just swelling up. But the other thing that aldosterone does is it dumps potassium. It dumps, gosh, I think it's like 50 times the normal rate of potassium. I've got to check my notes on that, but it dumps potassium. And if you remember in the last video how I was saying that, you know, potassium holds water in the cell. So potassium holds water in the cell, and sodium holds water outside the cell and under your skin. Well, if you're reabsorbing sodium, you see what's going on? Oh, you see this light? Sorry, it's too sunny. So if you're reabsorbing sodium, you're retaining, you know, we're keeping that sodium under the skin and retaining water there, but you're dumping potassium, which is what holds water inside the cell or inside your muscle. So let's talk about how this looks in 3 different ways. And let me start with the, sorry, I'm trying to get the out of the shade. There you go. So let's start with, again, being an ex-bodybuilder, let me start from that point of view. So I've trained hundreds of competitors. I don't even know how many competitors I've trained. I've trained bunches of them. And I trained a lot of people that were very new to the sport. And they would get, the week before the show, they would get so anxious and excited, and they're running around like a chicken with its head chopped off. I'll be telling them, you got to calm down, you got to chill out. They don't listen to me, and they're just, oh my gosh, they're jumping in the sauna, they're doing an extra hour of cardio like the day before a show, and all this nonsense. Well, what's happening is, you know, they're actually trying to get rid of water underneath the skin, but they're so nervous, excited, and stressed out that what they're actually doing is triggering aldosterone, and they're actually just retaining water in the very, very weak that they want to get rid of it. Also, put on top of that, if you're in a highly stressed state, your digestive system slows down. So they're not peeing and they're not pooping the week before a show, all right? And they're not listening either. They go selectively deaf, right, in the same week. So what we've got going on, we've got this newbie competitor who is, bless them, you know, just in their excitement, they're They're so stressed out that they're not peeing, they're retaining water, and their digestive system is slowing down, so they're not going to the bathroom either, and they're just jammed up. They get on stage, look like crap, and then a few days later, they pee and they poop and they look awesome. And we've all done it, and I've seen it a million times, all right? Part of it is down to aldosterone. Now, the veteran competitors, and you know, I trained Monica Brandt for the Olympia, I've trained the highest possible people. The veteran competitors, the ones that have been doing this a while the newbies are running around the day before a show, doing their whatever, filming and jumping on the treadmill. The veterans of the sport are actually in the hotel room with their feet up, relaxing, watching a movie. They know, they have to chill out to maximize, you know, this the water manipulation we're doing before a show. That's the first example. If you've never stepped on stage, then the second example you might well appreciate. Ever been on vacation and suddenly you feel great? You're eating chips, eating wrong, drinking cocktails, but you feel great. And you kind of feel comfortable in your bikini or on your swimming trunks, and maybe you even drop a few pounds. I used to train Chelsea Handler, and she used to experience this, and this is so common. You're in your normal work life, and you're stressed out. You don't even know you're stressed out, but you're stressed out, and you're carrying all this extra water with you. You go on vacation, and you sleep in. You get more sleep. You're completely relaxed. Maybe even you turn your phone off. There's a thought. And what happens is that stress hormone diminishes. You just dump a load of water weight, so even though you're not eating the best and you're maybe drinking some fun stuff, you actually end up losing weight, losing all that water retention that's sitting under your skin, and all of a sudden that bikini or that swimsuit actually feels pretty good. So that's the vacation diet, which you might have experienced. And I mentioned Chelsea because Chelsea used to go to Mexico, and she used to drop weight, and she'd be like, why is that happening? Well, gosh, if anybody had a lot of stress in her, you know, it was her. She was doing about a million things at once, but she went on vacation. Even for a weekend, you know, that stress hormone would diminish, and she would lose a bunch of water weight. Also, you would see that with ladies getting ready for weddings. They're so running around for that wedding dress, and then they're on their honeymoon, and they're like, oh my gosh, I looked so much better on my honeymoon. Well, yeah, it's that stress hormone that was triggering all the water retention on your wedding day. Okay, so third example, you haven't gotten stage and you're not getting married, and maybe you're not going on vacation. But the third example is one that we can experience anytime, and that is sleep. If you're not getting enough sleep, then you are going to trigger aldosterone, which is going to make you retain water. You might have experienced that day that you get loads of sleep, you sleep in, you wake up, and you just feel great, right? You just got rid of like a layer of fluff, and your eyes aren't puffy, and your rings feel good. Same thing, you've just dropped that water weight because you've reduced, by getting good sleep, you've reduced that stress response. So that is aldosterone. Like I said, it is a very, very fast acting hormone. How to get rid of it? Well, for one, get some sleep. Oh, and if you don't sleep well, and a little plug, you know, we do have our own sleep product. You go on Amazon, look for theshrinkshopsleep.com, all natural sleep supplement. It's right there. It is awesome. I developed it specifically for this reason. Also, and this sounds a little airy-fairy, but go with me on this. How else can you reduce that stress level? You know, we all have something. Oh, there's that sun again. We all have something that we do, and when we do it, we decompress. So let me give you an example. Whoa, did I mention that I married a race car driver? Seriously, dude.
Make it easy, dog.
Nearly lost the dogs. What are they talking about?
Sleep formula.
Oh, yes. So we all, so say I'm lying on a beach, right, and I'm stressed and my mind's running like 1,000,000 to 1. And after a certain length of time, you're thinking and all these things you got to do, and then there's a point at which you decompress. It's almost like the wind goes out of you, and all of a sudden you're relaxed. I've got a terrible audience right now. But you literally feel like you this internal decompression, right? Hopefully you're following, because he's not. What I'm getting at is we all have to do something which gets us to that point where we decompress. For me, it could be lying on a beach, right? And in Idaho, I don't know, lying by a lake. Some people it's massage. Massage, it's not me. I don't like being touched, so that's not me. Some people, I know, isn't that crazy? For Kevin, it would probably be, well, would it be massage for Kevin? No, for Kevin, it's smoking a cigar, right? He can be anxious, whatever. Gets his cigar, and 10 minutes in, he's relaxed. Other people, it can be stroking your pets, playing with your kids. Oh, I don't know, is that, I don't know, I haven't got kids, I'm not sure that reduces stress. But some people, I often get on the phone with a friend, watch a movie that makes you laugh, whatever it is that makes you feel that internal drop. I never think I'm describing that correctly, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Find that thing that you have that makes you go and do it often. You know, massage takes an hour. Sometimes it doesn't have to. Something that makes you laugh, something that makes you smile, anything that makes you decompress. Do it. A lot of people nowadays, it's meditation. Do it because it's obviously, oh yeah, we feel better, but it definitely will help get rid of that aldosterone response, which is making you retain water. So that was video number 2 of 3. That's my favorite one, talking about aldosterone, because I think so many people are walking around with, you know, 5 to 10 pounds of extra water weight just because of that one hormone. So hopefully that makes sense. Hey, if you guys, you know, every day I'm getting messages about these videos, so I guess you guys are liking them, which thanks so much. So if you like them, you know, share them, tell your friends about them. This is all part of a larger project, but I do love the feedback, so thank you for that. Anyway, have a great Labor Day. And later on this week, I'll do video number 3 on water retention. Bye for now. Say bye, Kevin.
Bye.